Hello, everyone. Karen Cecilia here. I want to take the opportunity to send you this final voice note before you go out on Monday and cast your vote. We are basically 27 hours away from going out to cast our vote to elect our local representatives to represent us in 14 parish council as part of our local government um, setup. The campaign has been very nice, actually. The crowds, the excitement, the noise, the rare, all of it has been very good and mostly incident free. Mostly. We lost a little boy lost his life, and we regret that. A lady lost a leg, and we also regret that. But it has been mostly incident free. No war between Labour Right and PNP, and that's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing. At Jamaica, our voters are becoming far more sophisticated than we thought they would ever be. And so, as you contemplate, some of you have already made up your mind what you're going to do, and some of you are still floundering as to what you're going to do. And I'm taking the opportunity to say these things to you because that day don't come as yet. I want to remind the PNP voters them of a couple of things. I want to remind the PNP voters them that Peter Bunting, Mark Golding, and Dayton Campbell, and a crew of people that they had with them, and some of them still have, set about from about 2016 or thereabouts to take control of the People's National Party. Peter Bunting set out to seize control of the People's National Party, and he set out to do so in a way that was not in line with how we normally change leaders or elect leaders. He set about to gain power by any means necessary, and he started with an operation, an underhanded operation within the party. He stayed within the party and he formed a party called Rise United Movement. And he used that group of people to infiltrate the party and destroy various structures of the party, infiltrate various structures of the party, corrupt our young minds, corrupt the systems by which we operate within. He set about to do that. In 2019, he exercised his constitutional right and offered himself to be leader of the PNP. 49% of the PNP delegates supported him. 51% of them re-elected Dr. Peter Phillips as the leader. Bunting did not accept that loss. He did not accept it at all. So he went about in an underhanded way. He upped the ante. And they set about, the group of them, to corrupt the mind of PNP people and giving PNP people all kind of reasons as to why they should not go to vote because they believe that Dr. Phillips could not win. They set out and they went out there and they tell the whole world Dr. Phillips can't win, young people may like him, all kinds of things. They went out there and they said it. Dayton Campbell went on stage after stage after stage and called up the big man name, disgraced up himself, disrespected Peter Phillips. And they seized those moments to make their mark on what they were and what they are. And in spite of that, the PNP delegates in 2020 elected Mark Golding leader of the People's National Party. And when they made that colossal mistake, they never understood what they did. Because these guys are not for the PNP, they are for their capitalist bodies. Mark telling all the while, him and him Tapanaris friend them. But before that happened, they went about in 2020 during the general elections and targeted certain seats for PNP to lose those seats. They sent out people out in the constituencies with money in their pockets to make sure Dwayne Vaz lose, to make sure Imani Duncan Price lose, to make sure Crystal Tomlinson lose, to make sure Lisa Hanna lose. They went out of their way, went after Lisa Hanna, had several meetings down in St. Anne, planning her demise to destroy Southeast St. Anne so that she would lose. And they had people who backed them up. They never do it by themselves. They had lots of people who backed them up, people who they paid, people who then pay lots of money to do underhanded things. There were people over in West Rural St. Andrew at bars telling runners that them people them look for vote, them vote already when they did not vote because they wanted Crystal Tomlinson to lose. There were runners in central Kingston that they sent people to stop them and tell them, say, that list where them have, them the man they vote, the people vote already. For Imani Duncan Price to lose. They went about it in a systematic way to ensure that the certain people that they don't want in the PNP would lose. Then they went after people like Philip Paulwell. And Philip Paulwell, Lisa Hanna, and Damien Crawford, those are their three main targets, along with people like Raymond Price and Natalie Nita. And they destroyed the People's National Party, and we lost the 2020 elections. And then the delegates went and voted for Mark Golding and made him leader. And from the day that Mark Golding became leader, he set about to ensure that only the people who supported them hold positions and get seats, while others will not get seats and hold any position, even if the people want them. They set about it. They went after Paulwell. And they continued that operation of sabotaging and destroying the People's National Party to make it into the image that they wanted so that they can continue to have power. I don't know if all that I have said and done over the last 2 years have had any impact with you. I don't know. I really can't read it because people are people and they all have their moods. So I don't know if what we have revealed to you have had any impact. We can only hope that it has. But if what we have done and said to you over the last 2 years have had no impact on you, then let me see if this has. A number of divisions across the country where the PNP people say, we want this person, and Mark Golding and Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell say, no, we don't give a person there, and a one person we want. All across the country, one after the other, the people say, we want A, and them say, no, we are going to B because B is a riser, and B support us, and B is our guy, and B is our girl. So it don't matter what Uno want because we now give Uno A. And they went about that. I don't have to tell you, you witness it. All of you witness it. Some of you call us. I am referring to, for example, let me use an example, Comrade McClymont over in the Palmer's Cross Division, who mobilized our delegates to make Cian Barneswell win the nomination to be the party standard bearer as the MP candidate in the constituency. And then in true Rise style, he turned around and removed her from the Palmer's Cross Division and gave it to a Rise guy. I give you another example. Comrade Corel Davis in the Troja Division over in St. Catherine worked that division, built the organization for over 3 years. And Norman Scott removed her and replaced her with the Labour Right man who is the Labour Right councillor at present in the division, and him is now the PNP candidate. Remove the young woman that has worked the division for over 3 years unceremoniously. Say all kind of nasty things about her. Scotty did that. Troja Division. And those are just two. Just two. You know of it. All over Clarendon. I doubt there is one authentic PNP candidate in Clarendon. I doubt very much. But you, the delegates and the voters in Clarendon, have aided and abetted them as well. You have. All of you put up the hand in the young risers. And all of those candidates in Clarendon are probably just risers. But I know that there are a host of workers and voters we don't know. Nothing with them. And so the voters will now speak on Monday morning from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. The voters of this country will have their say. Abraham Lincoln said, election belongs to the people. It's their decision. Nobody have to spell that out for you. The power that everybody seeks is yours to give. Everybody wants to be this, only you can make that happen. Or not. Every time I think about people want to reward them for what they did, the only thing that can come to my mind is how Judas betrayed Jesus, clutched his little bag with his 30 pieces of silver, went through that door and go hang himself because nobody was going to reward him. He was not going to be forgiven. Nobody was going to give him a council seat and turn him into mayor. So he go hang himself. There is no story, no book, no historical fact that can point to one case, not one, where a traitor and a Judas has ever been rewarded for being a traitor and a Judas. You betray your family, you betray your country, you betray your community, you're a traitor. You don't get rewarded. In most instances, traitors get shot, killed in front of a firing squad, or they become persona non grata, or them go hide somewhere, can't show them face. Same like what Judas did, him go hang himself. Couldn't show him face nowhere else. Couldn't show up nowhere else. Because I'm sure they would have hurt him. So the question is, are you the PNP voters, are you going to reward Judas? Are you going to reward a traitor? Huh? Look over in St. Anne, and I want to go over St. Anne, the young lady over in Ocho Rios. The delegates and the voters of Ocho Rios division tell Dayton Campbell and them, say them no want her, and Dayton Campbell says she are it. We're not busy where you want. Yeah? They the voters selected a candidate in the Claremont division. Dayton Campbell gave the division to him baby mother. No business with that. No business that the people them selected a candidate. He gave the seat to his baby mother. Lloyd Garrick over in Money Division, part of that crew of people that set about to destroy Southeast St. Anne and to bring down Lisa Hanna. Him, that ugly thief in line, one out there over Money. And they have rewarded him to make him run again. They are rewarding the people who help them tear down authentic PNP. They are rewarding the people who help them bring down Paulwell. They are rewarding the people who help them to bring down Lisa. They are rewarding the people who help them to go after Damian and Raymond and Natalie and everybody else who are authentic PNP and Imani. They are rewarding them. Sean Ribber McGregor down in Raytown, him is the candidate. Bunting down there, showing him with money for him to win. Yeah. I'm not telling the Raytown people not to vote for Ribber. I would really like us to win Region 3. I would. I'm not forgiving Ribber for what he did, for aiding and abetting and corroborating with Bunting them to tear down the People's National Party. And now they're going to they rewarded him with a seat. And the voters of Raytown must now vote for him to make him councillor. And it wouldn't be their councillor. It would be Bunting councillor, Mark councillor, Angela Brownberg for them councillor. Not the people, it wouldn't be Raytown people. Rewarding the people who help them seize power. rewarding the people who helped them destroy a constituency just to gain power. Because River was a part of that crew, him and Lawrence Rowe, to destroy Imani, and both of them got rewarded. You want for the seat. They both got rewarded for destroying the seat, for betraying Imani and betraying them party. You don't reward traitors. And Bunting spending his money on some risers, like Riba, some top risers getting money, the lower level risers, them not getting the money. People like Ugly Teeth and Lion Garrick, them not getting the money. Bunting them propping up those who them want to win, because them still doing them thing inside there, still trying to control the People's National Party, because them having a hard time fully controlling in it. Them have the leadership, but them really don't have the control on the ground. So once again, they're making a next move to put in some people who them believe they can control as councillors. The whole of Clarendon. Not to mention what they did over Southeast St. Catherine with Alric and Dr. Dawes. The people want Alric, them give to Dawes. And them expect now that you are going to sit down and you are going to reward them. Or you are going to step out on Monday morning and you are going to reward the people that they put into those council seats. Most of those people that you don't want. So the question to you, PNP voters, the question is, are you going to reward them? Are you going to reward a Judas? Are you going to reward a traitor? It's a strange feeling, you know. Try and think about it. I'm not telling you what to do. Election belongs to the people. You are the people. It is your vote. It is your choice. Nobody can make that choice for you except you. I am just reminding you where this all began. And I don't know if what we have said over the last 2 years, what we have done, the information we have given to you, I don't know if that have had any impact on you. I don't know if you have sifted through it in your mind, in your brain, and run it through and come to a conclusion that is clear. I don't know. But I can only hope. I can only hope that you listened and you read those WhatsApp leaks and you watch how Mark has operated over the last 3.5 years. Almost 4 years. I can only hope that you have done all of that. Because them think you're stupid, you know. Oh yeah, they do believe that you're stupid. That them can come with a 10,000 once again and buy you out and buy your silence. And you go out and vote for them rice candidate and give them more power. It's up to you. But I thought I would remind you that it is up to you, that the power that they seek is only a power that you can give. And I want to remind you, the people over in Landui Division, that Edwin Marr is a part of that. So I want to know if you're going to reward him. It's going to be very interesting to see what those results will be Monday night. That some people from some places have gone to reward a traitor. But it's your choice. It's your vote. I can't quarrel with you. Whatever you decide to do, I will live with it. And I will accept it because it's your vote. But I thought I would remind you. I thought that I would remind you of all that has transpired and why we are where we are now, why we should be walking away with this local government election. Instead, we are pulling heavy load on our, we lie down on our belly, pulling heavy load to try to reach there, when it should have been easy. But it is not easy. It is not easy because of what Mark Golding and Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell has done. That is why it is not easy. The country, only 12% of the country believe that Mark Golding is doing a good job. Only 12% of the country believe that. Those who will go out and vote for those rice candidates, I suppose, then make up the 12%. But you, the PNP voters, this is your thing. This is your choice. But it is also your responsibility. It is also an awesome responsibility that you have. And this vote that you will make on Monday will impact your life, your children's life, your grandchildren's life, your community, and your country. So when you go to make it on Monday morning, I implore you not to think too much about yourself. And for God's sake, don't think about the man or the woman who want your vote. Think about your children. Think about your community, your family, your country. Think about your conscience. How you will live with yourself knowing what you know, what they have done. And if you want to go and reward them for what they have done. I encourage you all to go out and vote for your authentic PNP candidates. Go out and vote for your authentic PNP councillor candidates. Region 3, go out and vote for the Region 3 candidates. Almontown, go out and vote for Charmaine Daniels. All of Northeast and North Central and North, well, I'm not putting Northwest in it, and I'm not with marking. Northeast and North Central, go out and vote for your authentic PNP candidate. Don't let anybody tell you, say, them now going to win. Go vote for Jennifer Clark. Go out and vote for her. Put on your clothes and go out and make that X for her. And the people out by St. Thomas, go out and vote for your authentic candidates them. I'm not encouraging you to vote for Councillor Marr, but I'm encouraging you to vote for every other candidate out there. And support your authentic PNP. All the people, I'm asking you to go out and vote for your authentic PNP. But take note of those risers. Take note of what the destruction that they have caused, and not only the party, but the country. But because of what they have done, we don't have a functional and competent opposition. We have a floundering opposition that allows the government to get away with everything because they're an idiot. And the government have no respect for them. And them can't argue with the government. That's what we're left with. So the country suffers. So it's not only about you. It's about the country. It's about your community. It's about your family and your friends. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not giving you any advice. I'm telling you what I think. I'm giving you my thoughts on the whole thing. And I encourage you to pray about it. And ask God, ask Jesus if you should reward Judas for betraying him. Ask him that. Ask Jesus, who took Judas in as part of his 12 disciples and showed him everything. Showed him how to walk on water. Showed him how to turn water into rum. Saw Jesus perform miracles, called Lazarus from the dead. Ask him if you should reward Judases and traitors. And whatever answer you get, that is how you should go to that polling station with that answer. God bless you all. I like how the thing have been peaceful so far. Dallas Division should also go out and vote for Bojo. Please go support Bojo. Everything has been peaceful. A young fellow have died. I can't even begin to imagine what his mother is going through. His family. And we pray for them. A young lady, a woman lost one of her leg. Can't even begin to imagine what she's going through. So we have to also pray for her. Huh? Let us remember that we have a responsibility to ourselves, our families, our communities, our country, and the world. Because everything you do as an individual, you contribute in a negative or positive way to the world. That decision is yours. What is your contribution going to be? To reward a Judas and a traitor? Or to make them pay? I believe that we should make them pay. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you all. Stay safe. Keep the children safe.